So Luke, I want to introduce you to Drew Massey. Drew, this is Luke.
Hello, Luke.
You know what?
Massey.
So you know what? One of the interesting things, Luke, is that Drew started puppeteering about the same age you did.
Really?
Yeah, I was pretty young. I was like, let's see, how old was I with that after school puppet making class? Yeah, I was like 7 or 8, something like that.
No.
Yeah.
But this morning I was working on a puppet.
Yeah, what was it?
Okay, so like it's like a tinfoil. I was gonna put clay over it.
Oh, that's great. You know, I love stuff like that. I was on the road last year and had to make like 2 different puppets for auditions because I didn't take any with me. And with, puppet gigs, they always send you a bit of script and they say like, oh, record your puppet character on your iPhone and send it in. If you don't have a puppet, like, what are you gonna do? Sometimes, you take off your sock and just make a sock puppet. But yeah, I made let me see if I can find him. Wait a sec.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how you have neon in your room too, just like Drew.
Up there?
Yeah, you got a little neon, just like Drew.
Wait, but this is a fake background. Just
Oh,
kidding. It's
I
real.
didn't think, no, because the door opened and closed. It's so funny. How much more school do you have? When's your last day of school?
Like 1 week.
Oh, 1 week. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
You found it?
Yeah, I found one of them. I can't remember that. I think the other one I made was a dinosaur, but I only found one of them. And this was a character that was a rock, and I made this for my girlfriend. But but it was pretty cute. Anyway, she's adorable. She has eyelashes and a nice moving mouth. And I made it with paper and marker and masking tape. So that's what it is.
So the face is all made out of paper?
Yeah. It's just paper. If you listen real close, I crinkle when I talk. So don't listen too close.
And it's tape too, like masking tape?
Yeah, that's the sort of, you can see there's a little I tried to color it as much as I could with the pen, but it would only really stick to the paper, so you can see the masking tape. But whatever. Hey, it's a rock,
Yes.
It's allowed to be a little weird.
Yeah, so have you seen my Chuck E. Cheese puppet?
Yeah, I saw him on the news segment you did. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Is
He's like up there somewhere.
Oh.
Like, I don't know if you can see it. It's just,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Oh, this is great. Is this your room that you're in?
Yeah.
I like that you have neon on the wall. It's a good sign. Yeah, it's good to have colored glowy things on your walls, I think.
Yeah, so I heard that you use like these little levers with your hands to control it at his face. Since
Yeah, there's a cool I just did a demonstration of that technology. If you go online, there's a show called Adam Savage Tested. And Adam Savage is a guy who was on a show called Mythbusters, which is a great show. Have you ever seen Mythbusters?
No.
You should check it out. It's awesome because they test like if you have um they test like weird theories, like what would happen if you filled a swimming pool filled with Coke and then you toss Mentos into it. No, I don't know, but so like just weird things like that. Like they test funny reactions and like how they drive cars into stuff, and it's great.
I like the one where they say will you get more wet if you walk in the rain or you run in the rain? Like stuff like that. Just
Yeah.
Weird questions.
People send in funky questions that they test. Anyway, so Adam Savage has his own show now. And Brian Henson did a talk. Brian Henson is Jim Henson's son, and he runs the Jim Henson Company with his sister Lisa and a bunch of other people. And yeah, I love that place. I'm there all the time. And so that's where that system is, and so we're demonstrating it for Adam Savage. So you should check that out. Or Matt, I'll send you a link and you can send it to me.
Oh, okay. So remember balcony, something off the balcony?
From the balcony. Yes.
Yes, yeah, that. Which one were you? The tall guy or the short one?
I played Statler, so I guess that's the tall guy. It's the guy with the mouth like this.
Yeah.
I like that movie. It was good. I thought it was terrible. Yeah, I guess you're right. Boo! Anyway, yeah, those guys are super fun. I love
What
that.
else have
Yeah,
you
it's a
seen?
Vincent show.
What
What's that?
else have you seen him do, Drew? I mean, Luke.
What?
What else have you seen him do?
I've seen him do like the goblin thingy, the musketeer or something in the troll. Yeah.
Oh, the Barbarian and the Troll?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Have you seen that whole show?
Only watched episode 1. I have to pay to watch episode 2. But you were Evan, right? You were Evan the Troll.
Yeah, and I co-created that show with my buddy Mike Mitchell. That was really fun. That's one of the only all puppet shows that's out there. Like there aren't many. Even Jim Henson put a lot of people in his stuff, which is great, but we love all puppet universes. So I'm working on a sci-fi show with all puppets, which is going to be really cool.
Wait, so you mean the Jim Henson Company? That company?
What about the Jim Henson Company?
So it created Sid and the Barbarian Troll, right?
Well, no, the Jim Henson Company did the Science Kid, but I did Barbarian and the Troll just sort of independently.
Oh.
Because we pitched it, and then Nickelodeon was like, "We'll take it." So we had to say yes real quick. And then the good thing was they didn't want to like sell it to anybody else. They were just like, "We're just gonna make it." So we're like, "That sounds great to us. Are you sure?" You do know that it's a show with like all puppets. They're like, "Yeah, we like it. Let's make it."
But that was during the COVID, which was kind of good because you guys were all covered with your puppets, right?
Well, it was, yeah, what was neat was we sold them on the idea, like, because our faces aren't seen as actors, like we could wear masks if we had to on set. So I think that was another selling point, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because puppeteers can do a lot of stuff that, off camera that you can't do on camera.
Oh, wait. So remember like the weirdos, but beautiful.
Yeah,
Like,
we just did that last
so
year. It was super fun.
remember the girl one with the
Yeah.
it had blinking eyes. Is that like animatronic or something?
So those are, they're not animatronics. To me indicates that there's an electronic motor involved. And for those blinking eyes, those are all operated by Nicolette's fingers inside the puppet.
Wait, so fingers controlled it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wonder how that's done.
Well, it's yeah, I had the same thing. There was a show in the 90s called Cousin Skeeter on Nickelodeon, which is really fun because he had eyelids and eyebrows controllable all within the head. My middle finger did the eyelids up and down, and my pinky controlled the eyebrows. So as I was puppeteering, I would move my fingers around, and get different facial expressions, which is really cool.
Wait, so kind of like my puppet, right?
Yeah, kinda. You can build a lot of stuff into puppets, which is really great. And there's an episode of the show called Angel where the lead character gets turned into a puppet, and I did that character as well, and that also has the eyebrows just inside the puppet, just little mechs, and they're just little pieces of wire sort of bent around inside the eyebrows. You can do a lot with just putting little pieces of metal in your puppets to move the face around, which is really fun. And right now I'm building a couple things for an upcoming Nickelodeon movie, and it's cool because I'm 3D printing a lot of like mechanical things. So this is like a standard like puppet rod thing, and then so I printed this out and assembled it. And so this is a handle, and then right here will go a wire. I'll wrap a wire around that bolt, and then it'll push up through this and move a mouth over here. It's kind of cool. And then if you go to your hobby shop, you can buy stuff like this. I love this stuff. It's called goldenrod, and this is a plastic in a plastic tube, and it's pretty darn durable. But they give you these really great little connectors on the end too, so that you can connect stuff to those, and they will, you can move them in and out, and it'll move eyebrows and eyelids and mouths and whatever you want it to.
So when you're talking about using your hands to move the eyebrows and stuff, there's nothing electronic. It's all done with wires and okay.
Yeah. So which I prefer, just because, well, number one, I've never built my own electronic animatronics. In fact, I was just thinking about building one because I went to the hobby store the other day to buy that stuff, and I was like, oh man, a lot of servos here. I could really do some fun stuff. But ultimately, the great thing about just having mechanical stuff that you move with your hands, this is Walter, by the way. He's a cat.
I'm allergic to cats, but I like cats. Like they're cute.
Yeah, this one's very cute. Hi, Walter.
How old?
He's like 2 years old.
Oh, that's why it's meowing. Because when cats are babies, they meow.
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, this guy's real loud. And he's very fluffy, and I wear a lot of black t-shirts, so you can tell I live with a cat most days. I go out without a lint roller, which is not smart. But yeah, anyway, okay, you.
So Luke, is there anything else that you've seen Drew do that you liked?
Yeah, do you have any questions about puppet construction or?
Yeah, like how do you make them all like professionally made? Like how do you do it? Do you sew them? Do you sew the fabric on?
Yeah, there are so many different techniques, and essentially, like, there's the fabric type of puppet. There's the like carved foam type of puppet. And usually if you carve foam, like the two old guys you were talking about, those are just foam rubber that are snipped. They're literally carved like a marble sculpture out of a block of foam. And then they're flocked, which means they're coated with a glue. And then it's a process by where you put an electrode in the glue, and while the glue is wet, it's electrified, and then you sprinkle on these fibers, which are in the flocking gun, and the gun actually charges. It actually applies a static charge to the fibers, so that when you sprinkle them on to the electrified glue, each fiber actually stands on end and sticks into the glue. So when you see Miss Piggy, why she's like slightly fuzzy, and all the little fibers are lined up. It's a really cool process, but it's you don't want to be on the wrong end of a flocking gun, because the voltage is crazy. Like, there's a transformer in there that just it'll shock the heck out of you. So you got to be really careful when you do it, but it's a really cool process. But Statler and Waldorf are both done that way, as is Miss Piggy.
Wait, so can I work for Nickelodeon?
Sure. I mean, you got to apply and get hired, but yeah, absolutely. But it depends on what you want to do, because the thing is, most Nickelodeon shows are animated. So if you know how to draw, go get together a portfolio and then apply.
I'm good at drawing.
What's that?
I can draw a person.
Great. Well, what's that?
I've drawn someone before, like maybe 5 times or something. I don't know, but I've drawn a lot of people.
That's great. Well, yeah, keep drawing, and then save all your drawings, and then get them together in a portfolio, and then yeah, sometimes if you get into a good school like Cal Arts, great art school. I have a friend with a son who's going there right now. They're really good for animation. But
Is that what you want to do, Luke? You want to do animation, or do you want to do puppeteering?
Puppeteering.
What would he do? What's a good plan for if he wants to do puppeteering, Drew?
What would you? I don't know. Everybody I know kind of comes through it different ways. So I would say, number one, the most important thing is take acting class. And
Okay.
yeah, and if you're in a good acting class, and then you acting and improvisational comedy definitely helps. So,
I only have 2 voices.
well,
like
now you only have 2 voices, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. If you're in acting improv, hold on a second. But yeah, if you do like improv class, they'll get you into doing lots of different voices and character work, and it's really fun. But yeah, yep. Well, I think I sort of launched into a long-winded answer on how do you make puppets professionally, but yeah. So there's the fabric, carved foam, and then there's like cast foam, which is like creature-y stuff, and that's a lot of times sculpted out of clay or sculpted in the computer and then 3D printed, and then they mold it out of like foam latex or silicone and make that into a puppet or a creature. So
I have air dry clay. That's the only clay I have.
air dry, yeah, that's good stuff. That's fun to use. That's kind of the foamy stuff, or just the regular earth clay.
What's earth clay?
Earth clay, it's like mud, but fancy mud that you can sculpt into stuff, and then you can like stick in a really hot oven called a kiln, and that's what makes like mugs and pots and stuff. But a lot of times they will sculpt puppets and creatures out of that clay and then make a mold of it and pour foam into it, and then they make a squishy version of the clay thing they did. That's
Wow.
how, if you see like the Dark Crystal or Labyrinth, they did a lot of those puppets that way.
Well, I can see a lot of puppets in your background.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, well, that's just a mask that I got at the Renaissance Fair in like the early 90s. And that's a puppet that my girlfriend uses. And then that is Count Blah from the Fox Greg the Bunny show.
Which
That's
one, the
me.
dragon?
No, the dragon is actually a Halloween costume. And this guy is a puppet made by Gordon Smooter, who's this really great puppet builder in Wisconsin, I want to say. I don't know, I forget where he lives, but somewhere around there. Yeah.
Are there any schools that teach puppeteering?
There are colleges for sure, way more than when I started out. So, who do I know has gotten a puppet degree? I know a couple people who have actually gotten degrees in puppetry. So look for it because they're out there. So you can actually, yeah, go to school for that, which is very cool. And then when you do, get together a bunch of tape of the stuff you did and edit it together and then send it in to the Jim Henson Company. And then I will probably see it and be like, Luke, I know this guy. But you're a couple years off from that, I would imagine.
You never know.
I don't know. Yeah, but you got a lot of good time to practice. And that's what it's all about, practicing. In fact, I'm teaching some classes at Henson for the puppeteers because everybody's got to stay in practice. So I'm teaching them drills, on walking and eye focus. My hand doesn't have eyes, but if it did, my focus would be right into camera. Yeah. So yeah, it's a crazy. Being a puppeteer is really fun. It's also really hard sometimes because the number of skills that you have to master and then employ at one time is kind of crazy.
How crazy?
Well, okay, so we do this improv show at the Jim Henson Company called Puppet Up, and we get on stage and we pick a puppet. We get a suggestion from the audience for a scene, and so we have to immediately choose a character, and then we have to make up a scene which is entertaining, hopefully funny, full of good character moments, all while having a puppet on our hands. And then sometimes the director will ask for, like, what are these characters doing? If they're making a coffee, then we got to do a lot of space work. If they're like riding a unicycle, then we have to, do all this crazy miming of riding on a unicycle. And it's a lot to think about at one time, especially since there's no script. So we have to make stuff up and it has to make sense. And we have to puppeteer at the same time. It's a little nuts. And then sometimes those involve songs. So if it's the sound like a song structure, we say a line and then the director will be like, sounds like a song. And then we have to use that last line we said to be the basis for an entirely new song that we make up on the spot. It's a lot. So you can see as the skills keep building up and we're like doing more and more things, some things break down. I've seen people just forget to lip sync to their own talking, which is kind of hilarious, but you can't blame them because it's complicated.
Would you like to see my Chucky puppet?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Wow. That's crazy cool. It's like full size, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's like half the size of me.
Wow.
But it's on a chair.
Yeah. How heavy is it? What's it made out of?
It's made out of foam, Gorilla Tape.
Oh, Gorilla Tape's good stuff.
Yeah, and that's what's made in the belly, fur, foam for the face,
Yeah.
cardstock for the teeth,
Mm-hmm.
ping pong ball for the eyelids, and Halloween eyeballs for the eyeballs.
What kind of eyeballs?
Halloween eyeballs for the eyeballs.
Halloween eyeballs. Yeah. That's wow, and he blinks. That's great. You did that mech yourself? That's so cool.
Because on the back, there's like a little stick that controls the mouth.
Okay, cool. What controls the eyes? What's going on there?
Like there's like a little lever.
Yeah. And you engineered all that, huh? That's fantastic. Well,
Yeah, and the little stick
yeah.
right there. See?
Oh, okay. And what's that? That is that for the mouth or the eyes? That's for the mouth.
The mouth. The
Yeah.
big thing is for the.
It's for the eyes. That's great. Well,
The thing
cool.
is, its head's removable.
Well, oh, okay. Cool. Is there a reason the head's removable?
Yeah, just in case something malfunctions, like in the mechanism, so we'll have to take off the head and we won't have to unglue it.
That's super smart. Yeah, I always recommend that puppet heads are separate from their bodies for just that reason.
Like for example, if the eyelids like break and snap,
Mm-hmm.
that would be a problem.
Sure would.
Yeah, but there's hot glue on the side of this, but you can cut the hot glue easily. But if you were to hot glue it onto there, that'd be hard to
Right.
like take it off.
Yeah, for sure. Smart. Yeah, good idea. A lot of times, when puppets break, we'll just have to rip open the seams and then re-sew them.
Yeah.
So that's kind of your version of ripping open the seams. That's great.
But I didn't sew them. But I didn't sew this. I hot glued it and.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like we sew things, but that's your version of sewing it. That's great. Cool. So have you used this in any performances?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, after those acting classes,
I'm gonna put this on my channel.
What's that?
I'm gonna put this on my channel.
Cool. Oh, I should check out your channel. I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen my YouTube channel?
Do you have like building tutorials on your channel?
No, I only like have 5 subscribers. I'm a starter. I like started like 1 week ago.
Oh, well that's fine then. Cool. Well, next time you build something, and I should follow my own advice because I haven't done this yet either, but next time you build something, you should set up a camera and do like a time lapse of you building it.
Yeah,
And
probably should.
That's what everybody always tells me to do. They're like, "You're building some really cool stuff," and I'm like, "Thanks." They're like, "Do you have any like video footage of it?" And I'm like, "No."
But to make the eyes move, I had to buy a Hot Wheel off school.
You had to buy a Hot Wheel?
Yeah, for $5. It's cool.
So wait, the hinge in the eyes is a Hot Wheel?
Like what makes it move is a Hot Wheel, yeah.
Now I really want to see the inside.
So you know how the wheels move?
Sure.
You know how the wheels move?
Yeah, they move
So
super
that's
good.
what makes the eyelids move.
Oh, so you attached a stick to a Hot Wheels and then you anchored the wheels down to the eyeballs?
Yes.
Smart. That is very cool.
Thank you.
Sure. That's a clever solution to your friction problem. Why? Do you want to see my creepy Halloween costume?
Yep. The
It's super,
dragon.
it's super creepy, but it's fun.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on. Let me get it down from the.
Oh,
Oh no!
Did something happen?
This is a fun thing that I built for Halloween, and it's from the movie Beetlejuice, but I sculpted it in ZBrush and I 3D printed it.
That's cool. I've always wanted a 3D print. The eyes move?
Yeah.
How do you make something like that?
Okay, so here's the mechanism. It's just this little rocker switch, and then there are these strings that
And
go
how
up.
do you wear it?
And here's what I did is I made it all pull apartable because, as you say, sometimes things break. So you want to be able to fix them. So I made the hair Velcro off. So the hair Velcros off, and then he's bald and weird looking. Well, he's already weird looking. But then this thing, this part Velcros off as well. So this part Velcros off, and then you can take this off. And then you'll see in the back, there's the mech.
That's cool, Mac.
Thanks.
I wanted to make a Chuck E. Cheese costume with moving eyes.
Oh, cool.
Wait, but how are you gonna wear that? Like, there's a whole thing. Like,
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, it's a tiny head on a giant body, so I had a foam constructed like body, and then I would just do this, and the head would stick up top.
Oh, so it goes on top of your head.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, he's very tall, and the idea is that the head is super tiny.
and that's foam or 3D foam? Is that what that is?
No, that's just plastic. That's just hard plastic, but I painted it to look all organic and squishy.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
you 3D printed the form, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've always wanted a 3D printed Chuck E. Cheese head, like, costume that eyes would move.
Cool. Well, that's something you should make.
But you have a 3D printer.
Hmm.
Lucky.
Yeah, I just looked into it.
How big does it print?
It prints like pretty big. It's like a foot by foot by like 2 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, you could print a full, garden gnome if you wanted to. Or a
Even
vase.
that mechanism was 3D printed?
Yeah, the whole thing. I just printed it in parts. But yeah, basically these little pieces in here that move the eyes,
Yeah.
those are all 3D printed.
That's how the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics eyes move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty tried and true.
I can hear noises when you like flip the eyes.
Yeah, it's a little squeaky.
Have you ever made a costume that eyes blink?
Probably. I don't know if I made a costume. I've definitely made puppets with the eyes blink.
Really?
Yeah.
Which
I don't think
like which one?
here, but
Like what are the characters called?
oh well, they were just for me. I don't think I've made any that have been on anything. Usually, the puppets that that I use are built by other people. Generally, that's the case.
But you're but according to Google, you're an American voice actor.
Google is right. Yep. I just got a role playing Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen.
Wait,
an animated show. So
you
that's
you play Superman?
no, I play Superman's pal, Jimmy. way less, way
I
less
don't know
prestigious,
Jimmy.
but it's fun.
I don't know who Jimmy is.
Well, he's the photographer for the Daily Planet, and he had his own comic book series. So I mean, it's pretty serious.
It turned into something.
I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty funny though, seeing all the people who play Jimmy. Like Jimmy Olsen's like been with Superman from the beginning. So
Is this the live action? This is the movie or
no, this is on a show called Harley Quinn, which you're gonna have to wait a couple years to watch. It is not for kids, but it's pretty fun.
I my mom calls me like a preteen. I'm 9.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess if you're
Like 4 more years. 4 more years.
4 more years, yeah, you'll be a teenager. You looking forward to that?
No,
Okay.
I
That's
want to
on.
be young forever. I want to be a kid forever.
Yeah, we all do, man. Sadly, the ravages of time come for us all. But it's cool. You're gonna like being an adult. Because here's the thing, where you say like I'm lucky that I have a 3D printer, because I'm a grown up, I got to buy that for myself. I could go out and buy another one if I wanted. So it's it's kind of cool. It does come with its perks. So don't fear getting older, because I mean there are gonna be some awkward years in there, I'm sure, but in general, getting older is pretty cool.
I was playing to turn this into Chuck E. Cheese.
Cool. Well, you really like Chuck E. Now? Do you go to Chuck E. Cheese all the time, or you just love the character?
I've always wanted an animatronic of Chuck E. Cheese, like the Chuck E. Cheese robot.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. There's what's that?
But I've always wanted one and also they're taking them away, so that's why I really want one.
Wait, why are they taking them away?
Because of bankruptcy in 2018.
Again? I thought they came back after the pandemic. In fact, I thought they were building new ones.
Animatronics are like gone.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to be gone this year.
Man, that's sad. Well, probably only for a little while. Here's the thing. The pendulum always swings. So I'm sure people at some point will be like, hey, you know what we should do? We should bring back the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese. And then they will. Because by that time, they'll be so easy to make because they'll just 3D print them all. Somebody will have, you know what? Maybe you will make this happen, because they'll be like, you know what? There's this kid who's built all of the Chuck E. Cheese characters. We should just put them in our store. And then they'll be like, Luke, can you make us like 30 more Chuck E. Cheeses? And you'll be like, make them. I have them in my garage, because you will have made them all already. You should do this. This should be your mission, man. That would be awesome. You're going to be the guy. I'm keeping my eye on you.
I have puppets. I don't have animatronics.
I know, but just give it time. I have a feeling you're going to get into animatronics. Yeah, you seem clever and into it. Definitely.
I'm planning to put like some robotics in that puppet.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't have to control it. I'll just have to put robotics in there.
There you go. And now you have so much cool stuff available to you, because you have like Arduino controllers, right? That you can program yourself. Have you heard of those?
No.
Your parents are going to be so mad at me, because this is going to be a very expensive hobby, but you can buy a little microchip controller unit from Arduino, Arduino.
Wait, I know that. It's like it used to control stuff.
Yep, exactly. And then you can hook up motors to it, lights, anything you want, and you can you can control an animatronic that way.
I only own 2 puppets, that Chucky and a frog
Well,
right here.
that's just the beginning. Oh, that's cute. Is that a
Yeah.
is that a folk manus?
Yeah. How did
Yeah.
you know?
I know that line. They're great.
You seen it?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I love their stuff. I have a chicken of theirs that I love. Oh, and I have an elephant too.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
That's all. Is that your one voice, or did you just discover a third? One of your two?
Oh, I just discovered a third.
Brilliant. See, it's already happening. I'm telling you, man. Take acting and improv, and you're gonna expand your whole range. You're gonna have a
So here's
whole
my first.
cast of people in you. What?
So here's my first voice. Hello. And here's my second. Like something, I don't know what I should say for that one, but and the third one is frog voice. Hello. Hello.
Right. Well, there you go. Now you got 3.
Yeah, I got 3.
Perfect. Well, I'm sure you'll continue to keep expanding your range. I like voice number 2. It's it's spooky. It's very like Darth Vader slash Voldemort. I don't know. It's a good villain character.
My vintage toy collection inspired most of my creations.
Your vintage toy collection.
I have a Teddy Ruxpin and a Jolly Chimp.
Okay, that explains a lot. Yeah, Teddy Ruxpins are cool.
Would you like to see him?
Sure.
Teddy Ruxpin or
Bring them both. Bring them both.
Okay, so I got a Jolly Chimp. This is the broken one.
Okay.
And I'll show you the Teddy Ruxpin.
Put him aside. Need a broken jelly chip.
This guy works just like it was if it was new.
Cool. I remember when those came out. Those are great.
But have you ever heard of the Jolly Chimp?
Yeah, absolutely. They always have them in movies. Always when like there's a guy like sneaking in a house or whatever. Then
Like Monkey Rises.
yeah,
The Devil's
somebody
Gift.
will trip, and then they'll cut to the Jolly Chimp and be like, and you're like, ugh, it's terrifying.
Like the Devil's Gift.
Mm-hmm. Have you
But
seen the Devil's Gift?
there's no movies of Teddy Ruxpin, but there's a show of him.
I don't know that there are no movies with Teddy Ruxpin in it, but I could find one.
I don't think there's such thing.
Maybe. I don't know. I used to know the guy who did the voice of Teddy Ruxpin.
I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Wait, you used to know him?
Yeah, super nice guy. He was a puppeteer.
Wait,
Pat
I thought he
somebody.
died.
Yeah. He passed away, but super nice. Pat Reimer, I think, maybe. Let me see.
Hey, Berta?
Yeah, I used to know Pat Reimer back in the day.
And this is super vintage fur.
Do the eyes move, Luke?
He puppeteered the gopher on Caddyshack. Hold on.
Wait, so he passed away?
No, hold on. Who did the voice?
I'll search it up too.
This is hilarious. Wow, they don't say who did the voice. That's crazy. Come on, Wikipedia. You're letting me down. Wow, they say who created it, but not who did the voice.
Nolan Bush now, right? Wait, no,
No.
Ken Force.
No, I think both of
Oh,
those.
Phil Barron.
Phil Barron. Did he do it? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I met
Yeah.
Phil. All right. Phil's still alive, right? Or no?
What feels alive?
Is Phil still alive?
Oh, okay, let's go.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fine. Don't.
Phil Barron?
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Oh, good.
Because there's no.
Yeah. You can
data.
tell by like if they say is or was.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're pretty fast at that. All right.
I'm gonna put both of these guys away.
Yeah, good idea. Important.
Oh, he was the voice of Piglet too, it says.
What years?
Mm.
Because that was Arthur Fiedler.
Well, and it's Wikipedia, so sometimes they get things wrong. But Piglet in the Disney Channel live action puppet television series Welcome to Pooh Center.
Oh, live action. Yes, right. Okay, so I probably puppeteered it.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah, cool. I haven't seen Phil in forever.
Blast from the past.
Definitely. All right. Well,
thank you so much for doing this, Drew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah.
It was fun.
Hey, I'm back.
Cool. Well,
all right, Luke, we're going to wrap it up. And do you have one last question before Drew goes?
Yeah, so are you in Hollywood?
Technically, I'm in Sherman Oaks, but I'm over the hill from Hollywood. I was in Hollywood yesterday because that is where the Jim Henson Company is. It's in the heart of Hollywood.
So when's the next Sid the Science Kid episode coming out?
Super good question. And a year ago, I would have said maybe never, but they're, I think, toying with the idea of doing another series. So I don't know for sure, but hopefully soon, because that would be really fun to do another series of them.
Yeah. So
yeah. You watch the show? Have you seen it?
Yeah. Ever since I was like maybe 5.
Awesome.
My favorite character was Gerald at the time, but now my favorite is Sid.
Cool. I think probably a lot of people go through that phase, liking different characters. Yeah, it's a fun show. I'm pretty proud of it. I think they should do more.
Wait, who was Gerald's voice actor again?
Victor.
Victor.
Yeah. And yeah, so hopefully we'll do more. Well, Luke, it's been great meeting you.
You too.
Keep on building stuff. It looks great. I'm excited to see what you come up with next. Maddie will keep me posted, I'm sure. And hey, if you have any questions, like Sid the Science Kid, keep asking them and forward them over to me on email, and I'll try to answer them.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Luke.
This is what I'm working on.
I'm gonna get on with my day. I'll see you around.
Bye.
What? I'm a rock.
You have a name?
Ignis. It's like Agnes, but it's more rock related. You have a name?
No.
Oh, voice number 4. All right. Well, foiled again. It's a foil joke. Never mind. All right, I'll be over here. Bye, Ignis.
I.
All right, Luke. It's great to meet you. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. As if anyone could stop you. You seem like an unstoppable creative force, which is exactly what you need to be. So, yay for that.
Yay.
Hey, good to meet you. I guess we're